I've been wanting to do a video for the last couple of days because, you know, I say God, source, creator because, well, that's what I do. Because I am connected to a spiritual community. I am connected to a religious community. I am connected to a faith-based community. So I say God, source, creator. Okay? I believe what I believe. I tend to say that I left drugs. I've been clean from drugs for almost a year. Be a year in 3 days. Yay! I don't want to drag this out because people get bored listening to me. But I want to say this. No, honey, quit. I want to say this. That God, source, creator has been working magic in my life. I mean magic, and y'all can call it whatever you want. You can say that I'm connected to demons and whatever. But you know what? I'm going to beg to differ. I'm going to prove you wrong. I really am. Because the very first thing that God, source, creator told me when I stepped into being me, when I woke up and said, okay, I am going to step into this spiritual being that I am. Whenever I woke up to the spiritual person that I am, and I stepped into saying, okay, so I have been seeing spirit, that I have seen my dad after he passed away, that I heard my mother talk to me, and she was gone. She had left this earth, and I said, all right, I'm going to go find out what this is all about. When I stepped into this full-heartedly to find out what it was, and I heard God tell me that I was supposed to be a bridge between the religious sector and the spiritual sector. And I stepped into this path as a medium. And I give messages of love from people's loved ones on the other side. And I accepted the fact that there is life after death. Not just in heaven, but that we do have a connection. When I accepted this path, I realized that I am happier now than I've ever been in my entire life. And I left drugs, and I left that religious God, and I just said this last week. I left that religious boxed-in type of belief and found myself and a higher source. And found happiness. More happiness than I ever found in my entire life. In that boxed-in religion, okay? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you all believe, what you want to believe, that you all think is the way it is. But I'm just going to tell you that God has been placing people in my life, oddly enough, all over the world, okay? And recently, okay, so I have people that want to say, Terry, I've been praying for you because they're so worried about me because I play with tarot cards and that I am a medium and I talk to spirits on the other side. And I help people heal from trauma, from loss, from shame and guilt because I carried shame and guilt for 19 years for not being there for my mom. You know, it still hurts me. I mean, it's just my mom's birthday and I still wish I could have had more time with her because I wasted so much time on drugs. I did. But I want to tell you this. God, source, creator, amazes me by bringing people to me that are in Africa. And these men are pastors. Well, one of them isn't. But he came to me, and this little man, these men have families, have children that are just cute as little bug's ears, and they're just like so happy to see me and meet me And they don't know me from the man on the moon, but they are so excited to meet me and video chat with me. And they are so excited. They call me Grandma. The man I met yesterday, he asked me to be his spiritual mama. And I said I would be honored to. You know I don't have children. But I'm honored to be this man's spiritual mom. His mom and dad are gone. I'm so honored. This man is a pastor. Samuel is an ambassador. He's a pastor. He's a minister of God. These people are coming to me. When my own family and friends want to look at me like I am something ungodly, these people from across the world come to me and see the love of God in me. So I want to tell you that there's something more magical going on here than what you believe. God is bigger than you are. God is the universe. God is more magical than you could ever believe. I didn't think I was going to get emotional. Wow. Wow. That's powerful. Because that's the love of God. That's a loving God. Because God is the universe. God is all creation, source, and God can do anything. That's what I call God, source, creator. So don't put God in a little box. Don't think you can define God. So if you think that you can put God in a little box and define him, you're wrong. You're far wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I don't try to define him. It is an energy. It is a love far beyond anything that you can define. So don't try to define me either. I'm honored that these 3 men of God have come to me out of nowhere. They see the love of God in me. They don't even question it. Why would you? And I'm just going to leave that right there. I'm honored that these men and women all around the world can see me on here and say, that woman has a big piece of God in her and we want to know her. So thank you, Samuel, Lucky, and Stephen, because we are connected. Absolutely. Thank you.